YouTube, what's good with it, man? It's your boy Neo Cannabis, and I'm back with another video. So today I wanted to come on here and talk about how to start a online THCA cannabis dispensary. So there's a lot of legal gray area that revolves around this topic. I would really suggest you to do your research before really looking into this as a viable business. Essentially, THCA gives the same effects as regular THC flower. But again, this is just for informational purposes only. I'm not telling you whether you should or shouldn't do it, or whether this is a viable business that you should look into. I'm just giving you the information on if I hypothetically would start a THCA online dispensary. But you have to think there's a lot of competition now. There's a lot of these, huge online retailers that you would have to compete with. You have to factor that all in. So again, this is just for educational purposes for those who may be interested in this as a business model. Over the past few years, due to the Farm Bill, the 2018 Farm Bill, these online THCA cannabis dispensaries have been popping up and have been very popular businesses for cannabis entrepreneurs, people within the industry. If you don't know, THCA is an alternative to the actual cannabis, regular THC weed, whatever you want to call it, gas, za. So essentially it gives you the same effects, but through the 2018 Farm Bill, I'm not too versed on it, but somehow there's a loophole with it due to the chemical makeup of THCA. So first, of course, the main thing, you need a website and a payment processor. So for a website, obviously this is how people will find you. This is how people, your customers will place orders. I would suggest using Shopify. However, you can use Shopify to build the website, but you cannot use Shopify as your payment processor because Shopify, the payment processor is Stripe. Stripe does not allow hemp transactions. So you would have to go and find your hemp or a hemp or CBD payment processor. These are a little bit more tricky and harder to find and get approved. So you need to make sure, you have all your business licenses, incorporation documents, tax ID, the whole 9 yards to get onboarded with one of these payment processors within the hemp industry. Because without the payment processor, you will not be able to transact and capture any payments from your customers because you can't use Shopify's built-in payment processor to process these transactions. Marketing. So for marketing, there's a couple of options. You can use Facebook ads, a little bit more tricky, requires more advanced knowledge on how to run them and how to stay compliant within Facebook's guidelines. But if you look around, there's a lot of THCA companies running Facebook ads compliantly through Facebook's TOS, terms of service. So it's a little bit more tricky. Sometimes you may have to partner with the agency. If you can, I would try to, test it out and run them yourself. But this is a way that you will be able to bring traffic to possibly get sales for your online dispensary. So Facebook ads is a real good viable source if you understand that platform and how it works and how to run Facebook ads. Or again, you can partner with an agency, which could be a little bit more costly. And then also would be Google Business, because this will allow you to capture sales locally, because there's going to be always people within your city that are going to be searching for THC, cannabis, weed. And if you have a Google Business, you can get traffic that way locally and get customers to purchase from you. And if you have a lot of traffic locally, possibly you can offer same day delivery, or you can turn it into a delivery service. So again, that's something that you can do to help market your business. So again, Facebook ads, Google Business, that should be able to drive you a lot of traffic to your website and possibly get sales. So product, how I would go about the product. Of course, you can, there's a lot of bulk wholesalers for THC flower and THC product, but how I would go about it is I would source from reputable brands already in the cannabis industry, because you can leverage these brands to build credibility for your online dispensary, because these brands such as Cookies, Pure Beauty, there's a lot of brands within the space that also have a hemp sector to their cannabis business. Wild, Kiva, Packwoods, these are brands that spend hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in marketing every year to attract more customers. So starting off, I would leverage some of these larger brands and carry these larger brands, which will help me build credibility and also piggyback off of their customer base and people who are looking for their specific products, because they already have a fan base and they already have a following. That is one option, but it's going to be, more expensive if you're buying from these larger brands. Of course, their products, you're going to pay a premium for them. But if you don't want to go that route, there's a lot of other, kind of white label brands or just smaller brands or more hemp focused brands within the space. And, you could just purchase from them. So product, you shouldn't have too much problem finding wholesale product. I don't think there's too much issues finding that. If you want, please email me. I already have a whole list of brands that I source myself. These are the larger brands within the space. I already have a whole wholesale list that has the brand, the website, and then you can go about it that way. So if you are interested, email me and I'll shoot you over that wholesale list. That will expedite your process in finding some of these brands and larger brands that are already selling hemp in the space along with their cannabis sector. Lastly, shipping. So this is how you're going to get your product into the hands of the customers. So for this, you're going to need a vacuum sealer. So this will control the smell. And when you ship these products, the vacuum sealer will keep the package discreet. If you put weed in a box and it's not vacuum sealed, it's going to have a very strong smell that people will recognize and possibly steal your package or flag it. So of course you'll need to know how to vacuum seal all of your products, keep them fresh, keep them odorless, and keep them discreet. So yes, shipping, you need to invest in a vacuum sealer, vacuum seal bags, and then also setting up an account with USPS so you can get discounted rates. I believe if you use Shopify, they already have those discounted rates built into Shopify. So when people order off of your Shopify website, you can go ahead right on the Shopify platform. You can go and buy postage labels on Shopify. So, it just expedites that whole process of you buying labels, because if you're getting 10, 20, 30 orders a day, you don't want to be handwriting out these labels. It's going to take way too long. So you need to create a system to expedite that process and automate that process. And that's why you should use Shopify, because within the platform, you'll be able to purchase labels, print the labels out, slap them on your shipping bag or shipping box. You probably want to use boxes so that the product doesn't get crushed or broken or anything like that. If you're shipping products, in bags or glasses, things can get crushed or broken. With Shopify, it creates a whole simplified, expedited, automated process so that you can buy the label, print out the labels, slap the labels on the box, take them to, USPS and drop them off, and USPS handles the shipping process from there. So overall, that is how I would go about setting up an online THCA cannabis dispensary. We covered your website, payment processor, how to market the business, how to buy product for the business, and then how to ship the product to your end customer safely, discreetly, and without any odor. So I hope that helped. If you like this content, please like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new. And until next time, peace. I'm out.